What's up, y'all? Hope y'all having a blessed day today. Just coming out to share my opinion with y'all. This video is going to be definitely talking about the end times. You know I was going to eventually talk about it. Sometimes you gotta really think about what's in this eye to actually see what's actually going on. But, you know, happening as it says. We're all living it. We're all complying it. But are we actually telling it? No. We're here just to be living life, I guess. Sometimes you're going to be stuck with people in your life. And for the time of remaining. But consider yourself being alone most of the time. That's always an issue. It's always an issue when you know you're at your lowest point. When you're at your lowest goal of remaining to be calm. But, you know, it's going to be boring. Life is nothing more than a boring state. You're wondering, you're honestly telling yourself, why am I lonely? Nobody wants to be lonely. Trust me when I say these are the end times. Or matter of fact, it's the last days. I once went to church and I heard the same person or a preacher, and he told us the same thing, that we're entering the last days. This shit was already happening way before COVID-19. Now you're wondering why I might have said it. Well, I've already known about that microchip that, you know, supposedly other YouTubers know about. But when people tell me this, I already knew this was going to happen. But they were hiding it from us because they knew they wanted to keep it hidden until they found out, oh, let's create this disease. Get people sick. Have people stay in their houses 24/7 because of the fact that, you know, as anyone else could say it or could put it, to kill the population. Yet they don't understand that people just want to be happy for once in life. Let alone the fact that we don't want to live a life full of depressed times, do we? No, we don't. So, I mean, honestly, I don't know what to say about it. I don't even know how I'm even going to feel about it. I honestly know God tells me things to put messages in my head, but 3 years from now, I could be out of here, out on my own, because of the fact that I'm taking care of myself, you know? I'm taking care of myself not because I want to, but because I need to. You feel me? And please understand, this is no hate for anyone out there. This is just something I'm doing on a regular basis. I'm here to do what I need to do. At the end of the day, it's what comes through us, come through anyone, you know? And we just gotta be the bigger man to step up and do things the way we were trained to be. It just goes to say that anything's possible in life. We just gotta trust and believe on what really goes on, you know? We gotta trust and believe everything's gonna be alright. Because as long as we have faith in ourselves, anything's possible. I'm just at the point where, you know, how long are we gonna stay in this fucking world? Because I don't believe in time, nor do I believe in days and shit. Everything around us is nothing but space. You go somewhere like a facility or somewhere, they teach you the same exact stuff. Yeah, people either come or go, you know? Life continues to go on. Speaking of it, you know? It's just how this world is, and there's no problem at what causes you, but in order for you to actually understand most of the stuff I am saying, it requires your third eye to really know what's going on in the world. And as I said before, there's gonna come a time and a place where the spiritual realm and the reality world is gonna join forces. And believe it or not, you know, that day will eventually come, you know, because of the fact that everything around it and everything against it, you know, is already happening. Some of the places that I used to live were so lucky they didn't got hit, you know. Honestly, it was just my time to leave in PSL because of the fact that, you know, you can't stay at that position forever. When you know it's too much for you, where do you honestly stand? Where do you put yourself? You know, you gotta think about that. And for me, I'm just getting through each day of my life, wondering what can I do to prepare myself for what is yet to come to happen. We've got to prepare ourselves now because we're not trying to wait to the last minute for some shit to happen. We need to prepare ourselves now so we know when things come at the lowest points, we'll know what to do at it, you know? And honestly, for me, it's a struggle every day just to wake up every day, you know? It really is, you know? Put aside everything else that's been happening, you know? But I'm kind of happy just to be alive, you know? Be alive and share another blessing with you guys. Sorry if the sun's too bright, but it's really hard to say how this generation was once before. Technology definitely is fucking this generation up. Like, who knew that something so small could be interesting but so helpful to us generations? Because everything mostly was man-made. God might have created us, but he created men to create things like this. So when you come across the new generation, see, because everyone keeps telling me, like, back in the day there used to never be cell phones and all this and all that, but this is how the world was eventually gonna be. Eventually you're gonna have a world where back in the day you live in this world, but my life was basically like a movie because what if they start controlling us? You know, what's gonna happen then? I had these dreams and these reality visions where people from the skies were controlling us like remote controls every fucking day. And everywhere you go, they're controlling you, or everywhere you go, you have to have a microchip just to buy something. The dollars, the coins, everything that is buying of prices, everything is using value. I'm sure you've heard this a lot. But everything's so much about to change. About when it comes to 2021, things are bound to happen. Things are even happening right now as we speak of in this world. Yeah, we can't put our minds across it because we're so busy with distractions every day. We gotta focus more on what's going on than what's in here, you know? Our minds are just so focused on just one thing that we don't get. We don't understand why this happens, but honestly, like, sometimes I have to stay out the house. I have to give myself a better understanding. I'm not here just to be saying shit. I'm here to bring a message to y'all guys, because these are the end times, and occurring to the end times, you know, people are gonna do more crimes. People are gonna get into more hospitals. People are gonna end up in jail cells. That's just how it's gonna be. And if you're thinking this is some joke, it's not. Fucking bank robberies, it all happens for a reason. But we are controlled by what can be instantly changed. Okay. That's not gonna happen no more. Okay. So, yeah. Understand. I understand that. Ugh, shit. I wonder how in the hell, right? Like, especially when I'm putting something on, right? Right. I don't get that. Me either. I don't get how people try to take your powers away from you. Yeah. They try to make you less of who you are. It's hard coming out every day, making YouTube videos to explain why, and why what the government is trying to do to us, to kill us. To prove a point that behind closed doors, what they're actually saying, they're not gonna put it out there in the wide open, you know. Yet is what they're doing. They're making us human beings want to kill each other. For stupidity, this is what they want. They want the blacks to fight the whites and all this other bullshit that comes along with it. Yet everyone's so focused on being out so much because they're not worried if life brings them down. Honestly, I understand that everyone wants to live their life, but for me to stay home all day, I can't live it like that. There's just a point in time where I gotta get out the house. I gotta get out because of the fact that God once told me something. If you're feeling at your lowest point, don't let it affect you, because of the simple fact that, you know, maybe it wasn't meant to be. Maybe God wants me to overcome my fears. I honestly don't know. He honestly wants me to feel happier than what I was before. You know. At the same time, I'm over here being depressed, wondering what's next in this world of defeat. And I don't know what to say about it. And I honestly don't know why it feels as if my life reaches the lowest of the lowest, the weakest of the weakest. But I honestly want y'all to say, like, if y'all people stay in y'all houses, y'all basically wasting time, because a friend once told me if you stay in the house, you're basically people can be getting killed and people can become missing, and if you're still staying in your house, you're never gonna know when them people coming back. I kind of remembered that too. So in my abilities of knowing this, I figured going out was the best option for me. I'm never afraid to speak what I have to say. But honestly though, I can't wait for someone to come and rescue me, you know? I can't. Not everyone's available to do things I need. Everyone has their own fucking life. But when you get older, you wonder sometimes. You wonder, like, is there a better way? Is there a better outcome? How could it ever be a thing, you know? I don't know. I don't really have the best interest anymore with people. If you know honestly that soda is bad for you, why drink it? If you know something like pizza or chips is bad for you, why eat it? It's just their way of saying they're trying to kill the population more faster. They're trying to get us to die faster. And that whole point of reasoning is just because they don't care enough to put that into y'all fucking brains. See, y'all have to think about that honestly. Is this something I'm making myself a known for? Or am I just some type of fucking person trapped in, the devil of the world? Because I want y'all to know something, honestly. And I don't really come on here very often, but when I do, I make myself well known. And I speak to anyone who's feeling at their weakest. They've got us. But because we need to be in church more too, but sometimes it's better to be in church as well. Because it's always good to stay in touch with God. It's always good to be positive. You don't know what could happen to anybody. Anyone could come missing. And people wonder why, this and that. So, I'm over here, when I speak what I gotta do, I do it just because I need to. And it kind of sucks too, because I kind of hate being stuck in the house. You can't understand why a person will feel like a bot sometimes. Because that's how we are. We're stuck with our bot-ass parents. We're stuck. And when we want to do something, we got to find money or transportation just to get somewhere. But no one's really understanding. No one really understands that it's already hard enough to be in a world that doesn't really imply for the good of the mankind. Like, we're so state of mind sometimes. And it's already bad that some of us black people and some of us people just don't eat good. We don't eat good because of the fact that we've been so demonetized on what we're either listening to, we're eating. Like I said before to a person that I truly adore, we're being poisoned by what they're giving us. We're being poisoned because of the fact that the stuff we put in our bodies, it's not helping us eternally. It's making us weak. It's making us look bad already. So for us to put that in our body, that's saying a whole lot. That's saying that we can't take care of ourselves as human beings. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of sad if you think about it. Yeah, it's whatever, man. You guys know how I'm feeling about it. Not feeling too happy, but I kind of want to know what's going on when it's too late, Because everybody wants to get on their top of the game when it's already too late. Why can't you just be a man now and stick up to what you need to do? Because we're tending on doing things at last minute, and that's something we always need to work on. We have to work on it, and we need to, because it's just part of growing up. My state of mind is that if I know I have to be somewhere, I'm not gonna wait to the last minute. I'm used to walking. I'm used to taking walks. I'm used to going to places because this is what I've been immune to. I've been immune to going to places. I've been immune to eating poor quality foods because no one really cooks as good. So if you see me out walking, if you see me out doing shit, it's not because I don't want to stay in the house. It's just the simple fact that I hate being stuck in an environment that has no concern over it. It has no concern of saying, okay, maybe he's bored. The only concern I'm getting right now is that I hate how I'm living. Simple fact is, when I was in PSL, I was given mostly everything I need. Parents can't always provide that when you get either old or young. It doesn't matter what age. But parents are not always able to provide for their kids. They just have to work every day to provide food on the table. And sometimes we can be ungrateful, sometimes I'm even ungrateful. But at the same time, it isn't easy for us black people already, because we're being racially profiled for how we are as black people. We go through that. That's nothing new. People out there fighting for us because it's already hard, but what's the point in protesting? What's the point in doing stuff if you're not being heard at the end of the day? If you know that, then why even do it? And people have to get through their times that we're living through it. The end times are yet to become. Yet I know that things are bound to happen in this world, but yeah, don't be surprised if anyone says, oh, this is what's gonna happen. Don't be surprised if you're going somewhere else and your parents can't be able to take care of you no more. Just don't be surprised, guys. Because as I said before, anything's possible. Anything can happen, and anybody could bring it on you at the end of the day. If they're having a bad day already, they can bring it on you, and you be asking them, oh, well, you had all this time, you had all this fun, but still, man, they find every excuse to get mad at you. So without you even being in the conclusion of the situation, the best thing to do is take a walk or do something so when they come home, they can't bring that anger on nobody because they're all by themselves. And I want y'all to know that life ain't easy already, so kind of makes people wonder sometimes, is this really the best option? Is this the best option I'm going to live by? Am I going to live by example, or am I going to live by other people, Don't go with other people saying. Don't go because other people think you're doing this for attention. I honestly don't care how people think. I do things for myself and the time being. I'm over here trying to get a life. I'm trying to do things. Money's an issue for me. I've said this before a lot. If I had money, I probably won't spend it on dumb shit. Probably spend it on things I actually need. Comes to say, a whole lot of things go beyond that point. Something to actually think about, because y'all know how the struggle is every day. Me, if I know I'm lowest at money, I'll even fucking take a walk. I might buy a drink here and there, but if I'm buying something, it probably won't be a liter soda all the time. It'll probably be something healthy. Like for me, I'd probably get a drink and a banana probably. Something healthy, because I know that's gonna feed into me. But I never go empty-handed. I want y'all to know, Lord is there to help you. But don't waste his time if you don't want his help. Sometimes he just wants you to listen to what he has to say. And when you listen to what God has to say at the end of the day, you know what'll be best for you. You know when the right time eventually comes. Because it's gonna eventually come for all of us who's been taking care of ourselves, the chosen ones especially. But never forget that God is always by your side, even when you're at your lowest point. And even when you're feeling as sad or depressed, you can always talk to somebody like me. And my number is 772-985-2784, I believe. I'm not sure if that's even it. I think it's 772-985-1608. Y'all can contact me, or I can comment on the comments below. But I'm always here to talk to anybody who watch my videos. I'm a person of need. I'm a person of conception. I'm a person who's willing to help myself. But if I'm willing to help myself, I have to help myself before I help others. Because if I'm not feeling right, most likely I can't help you. But if I know that everything could be alright at my point in time, then yes, I can help other people along the way. It shows you how smart I could actually be when I put my mind to it. I'm not doing this for anybody. Understand that. I'm doing this for myself. I'm doing this because God is here with me. Someone God's here with me, you know, anything's possible. I'm happy to say that protecting yourself with good chakra, good energy, you can never be with the negative energy that divides you. Because negative energy and good energy has always been a battle. If you see a TV show or television, nobody likes to put positive stuff on Netflix or just anything, bro. Nobody likes to be positive. Everyone wants to be negative, man. Because when people are negative, they highly doubt themselves. When people are negative most of the time, it's kind of hard to look back. It's kind of one of them things where you figure, oh yeah, maybe I'm happy. Nah, that's not it. So that's what it is at the end of the day. But yeah, man. You should continue to take care of yourselves because we are living through the end times. And I really can honestly say that anything's gonna stop you from being who you are truly. Anything stopping people from being that, that's kind of how this life has intentionally grown. Intentionally grown from that and its people and shit. And I honestly say though, it's already bad looking past the stuff that haunts us today. Fears in us. We tend to stay in houses because we don't like being outdoors. Perfectly fine, but understand, like, God has always been there for us, even when we're scared to even express it to Him. A lot of people don't believe in Him, but that shouldn't mean you should still stay away from Him, you know? We fall weakest at our points. We tend to go the other way with things, only because yet we're still in denial? I don't know. Oh, well, you know, this is kind of crazy to have to be attacked by these things. What the hell? Dude, look how many fucking spiky things there are, bro. Yeah, I didn't think. Dude, this is crazy, bro. You think I didn't know that? Yeah, but I didn't think there'd be a whole bunch of spiky things. Ah, that's crazy, man. I'm over here thinking like, this is just the way of the devil trying to comply. He hates people who do good. Honestly, if you see things like this, he hates seeing people do good. I'm telling you. No one really likes to see anyone be positive. They try to keep you at your lowest point. Fuck.